Welcome to Versus! So, it's actually our anniversary episode.
Yes.
So, the next episode is the one where you will get to see Chico in his true form.
In his, kumbaga sa Pokémon, the evolved
form of Chico. But for this episode, so we asked a bunch of people, what are the questions that they wanted to ask us ever since, we started doing the Versus show. Any question, basically.
So, or you know what? We've already done that drag episode. It's a bit stale. Let's just skip it. No. After this, let's go to the next
episode. Next episode, it will happen. It will happen. It has happened. It is happened. So, Star Trek.
Fine. So we asked you guys to send in your questions.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, we'll answer them as best as we could.
All right.
So it's
what was that supposed to be?
Alternate.
Metronome?
I think the first one is for the two of us.
Yeah, so for both of us, top 3 favorite Game of Thrones characters and why do you love them?
Well, my 2 favorites. Kasi, diba, usually, the main point is like who will survive, the way it's been going.
Yeah.
Or who will eventually, it's like
and parang you're kind of afraid to like a character because once you do, you kill them off.
And then you have like, basically you have like 4 sort of like characters who will end up ruling everybody.
Yeah.
There's like Cersei, there's Dany, and then there's
Jon,
and then the White Walker. So you're kind of like, it's one of them, or none of them, or whatever. So I guess it would have to be Jon Snow, Daenerys. Don't ask me to choose one. I don't know who I want to eventually, if it comes down to the 2 of them.
Iba kasi, no? Parang si Daenerys parang, go sister! Pag si Jon parang,
go babe. No, and I guess the 3rd one would be Ghost.
A wolf.
I really like
the dire wolf.
I want one of them to like make a fantastic re-entry into the series. Like to play a major or at least a goosebumpy role in the final season.
For me, it's Miss Sunday, Nathalie Emmanuel. Close second would be Natalie Dormer's character. Can't remember her name, but she died. Marjorie Tyrell. There you go, that's her name. 3rd one would have to be Sansa Stark.
If that's how we're playing it.
If that's how we're playing it, who would your top 3 GOT characters be?
Podrick.
I've heard great things. I've heard great things about Podrick. But seriously though, like I think it's the same. Like Jon, not such a big fan of Daenerys.
What?
Yeah, not such a big fan. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think she's an amazing actress, but it's just I don't know. I don't find myself rooting for Daenerys. Yeah, so it's Jon, Jaime, and Tyrion. I love Jaime Lannister.
I do too, but
because he's such a round character.
No, because that's the thing.
Remember how first season, like everybody hated him.
Yeah.
And then somewhere along season 3 and season 4, everybody was like, "Hey, Jaime's not so bad."
No, I love a lot of characters. It's just that if you had, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of like, it's more like you take away the ones that parang process of elimination.
Yeah.
Because they're all wonderful. I love a lot of the characters.
That's true. For Chico, are you going to? Or are you already working on another TMR Top 10 book?
If we are going to do it, nothing's in the pipeline right now.
Yeah.
We're not working on one.
But you have the material.
But we have the material for 20 books.
Yeah, it's true.
But as of now, no, we're not doing a
4th book.
We're not doing a 4th book.
So just so you guys know, what he does is every Top 10 that we actually do, or we used to do, or he still does.
Yeah.
Got complicated real quick.
It's hard working with your ex.
Diba? It is, no?
Oh,
But we make it work.
We're friends.
We're friends naman.
We're friends
I'm really
naman.
happy for his success.
Yeah, and it's like, you can't naman just forget somebody just
Diba?
because...
Like, it kind of feels like, before when they occupied like 98% of your heart.
Yeah.
And then eventually, you guys don't stop seeing each other. And then like, they can't completely disappear. They just sort of, occupy less space in the heart, but they're still always there.
But you can't really you have to put your foot down. They start sleeping with another station. It's a deal breaker for me.
So yeah, what he does is he basically emails all of the top 10. So it's to himself. So it's all there. all there.
Yeah.
So if you could, why don't you just sell the lists?
For Gino, best life lesson you learned from gaming.
Oh, that's a lot, actually. I guess it's to never give up. Like, I mean, with video games like Dark Souls.
Actually, it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
Any game.
And just because you lose at a certain level, you die or whatever, you go back and then you do it again until you get it right. And then eventually you're pretty friggin' good at it.
Sometimes you swear you'll never play it again because
and then you pick it up.
And then you're like,
It's kind of like Game of Thrones. You watch an episode and you're like, when Oberyn died, spoiler, when Oberyn died.
When Ned Stark was beheaded.
Spoiler! No. But when Oberyn died, I swear, I remember having this conversation in my head with myself. Na parang I was like, I'm not gonna watch this show anymore. Just watch the lyrics.
Yeah.
And then the next episode came about and I'm like, alright, yay, Game of Thrones.
Hello, right?
Yeah, so that's just kind of how it is. That's the great thing about video games. And outside of that, when you're waiting for a video game to come out, you're super excited for it. And then you play it, it's a beautiful story, and then you finish it, and then you're done. And then you feel kind of sad because you're done with the story, you're done with the game. And then you just wait for the next game to come around. So it's kind of like how life is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like one chapter of your
finishes.
life, one chapter of your life might have ended. Like it was super fun while it was happening, but it ends, and then you just wait for the next chapter to start to pick up.
It's also like anime.
Yeah.
When you're done with one, there's another one.
Yeah.
And then there's another one.
Yeah.
And then there's
It's like RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah. This is for the two of us.
Okay.
This is difficult.
This is hard to do. But top 5
Okay,
movies
fine.
off the top of your head.
Yeah. I won't take this too seriously. These are like top of the head choices.
Yeah.
Jaws, definitely. It's a childhood favorite. The rest are series. Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I mean, Harry Potter, Godfather, those series. Raise the Red Flag. Star Wars. I mean, I love Star Wars, the whole one. Pero like, if you were to put it against those 5, it will be probably in my top 10.
Okay. Top 5 movies, top of my head. Let's see, A Beautiful Life.
Yes,
Blue is the Warmest Color. Monsters
alam na.
Ball.
Ay! Alam na.
Original Sin. No. Honestly, like, it's Lord of the Rings, all of it, Star Wars, the MCU. It's so difficult.
Oh, no,
it's so difficult. It depends. Like, if you were to classify it into genres, then maybe like I would have any Ryan Reynolds film, even friggin' Green Lantern, Deadpool. How about in terms of number of times you've rewatched a movie?
Because I rarely I rarely rewatch a movie.
Really?
Rarely. Well, the one that I watch the most is Jaws. Even as a kid, I watch it 6 times.
Because like Avengers, I rewatched it. I can't even count it with both hands. But other than that, like She's All That, because it was one of my growing up movies. American Pie, not for the nudity, but like just because I kind of felt.
If it's just sheer number, because when my nephews and nieces were growing up, they kept watching it, so I tend to watch it. Charlotte's Web.
Chico, top 5 Pokémon. It's like choosing between his children.
I know, right? Okay, so maybe it's a lot of it just water. Again, top of the head, parang movies to. So Vaporeon, maybe Melodic.
Melodic? Really?
Yeah.
Who else? So it's Vaporeon, Melodic. Who else?
Yeah, Tyranitar.
Oh my God, Tyranitar! Who else?
Oh no, I can't. It's like choosing between my children.
Oh, I know the feeling. So
Maybe Mammal Swine.
Don't tell me it's Mama Swine.
Yes,
Mama Swine! Mama Swine! Oh my God, let me guess.
And maybe
Sarcasmo! The Sarcasmo! If there was one, it would be my face, like the sort of like. That's creepy.
Sarcasmo.
That's creepy.
I like Gyarados.
I thought you'd be able to relate, but I'm just here. I am.
It's a flopping fish,
Yeah.
useless as F.
Hey, but when you evolve it, it becomes a Gyarados, right?
Oh, when does it evolve? With the Gyarados?
Pero like you don't jump straight into Gyarados.
Oh,
You're
how do
a
you see me?
Magikarp first.
Gyarados or?
No.
Gino, top 5 console games.
Console? Oh man. Red Dead Redemption, Spider-Man, Uncharted series at least. Sige, para fair, because those are all PlayStation exclusives. Let's go with Xbox also. Gears of War, and can I just say top 5 games ever? Because like that would be a little bit easier. Like Mass Effect, the entire series of Mass Effect, Dragon Age.
I like the
Dragon Age
sequel
1 and 3.
Mass Effect. Yung mass starvation. It's like everyone is starved. You starve the people. Yeah, I love that game. Super.
It's not part of the series.
No, I play it every week.
I'm sure you do, multiple times in a day. Diablo.
Oh,
Diablo.
like that game. Better pa.
Pag binaliktad mo, no? Now, I'm super hooked on Apex Legends, but I can't say that it's one of my favorite games.
You're just into it right now.
Yeah.
Right? I get
Ooh, friggin' XCOM. XCOM is like one of the best video games out there. Or even from the original ones in the 90s all the way to the remakes now. And then, final one would be a Fallout franchise. Except for Fallout 76.
Gino ulit? Oh, so we skip that na lang.
Hindi. Okay. Ilang guest? So, ako yung pinapatanong, pero para kay Chico talaga ang question. Ilang guests sa TMR ang nagpaikot ng upuan ni Chico? And may common demographic ba sila?
To be fair, when I first read the question, how I read this question was like, ilang guests sa TMR ang nagpaikot ng tumbong?
Marami.
Yeah, that's true.
Marami.
No, because I respect a lot of the local celebrities. And yeah, so I'm like,
I want to respect you so bad.
Really? You're going to be that immature?
Yep.
Really?
I'm gonna respect you all night long.
I'm gonna respect you day and night.
Pero marami na.
Marami.
Ang mga nakagulat dyan, hindi lang yung mga celebrity guests natin ang nagpapaikot ng upuan. Wala naman ako na-mention eh. Sabi ko lang na hindi lang celebrities, hindi ka nagdi-discriminate, walang demographic. From
Not
here
after fame.
to here. Exactly. Whatever demographic yan. Although medyo may common denominator sila.
Next, Chico. Sinong guest sa TMR ang na-starstruck ng todo si Gino?
I think Georgina was one of them.
I think so.
Yeah. She was so ridiculously beautiful.
If we guessed it hard.
Ay, wala
We
na.
never got to, no? Sayang.
Natamim na ako nun.
Georgina.
Congratulations, Georgina, by the way. She's pregnant.
Yeah.
Again,
I guess, no, siya na yung pinaka. What's there?
Thinking. And in terms of like na starstruck, like I couldn't like talk properly and whatever. Yeah, I think
And,
it was.
okay, because that's more like
starstruck.
But if it's legit starstruck, I think it's kind of like unanimous.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Kasi you're thinking, you know, that kind
Like
of
because
starstruck.
you're like.
But it's just the sheer immensity.
Like whoa, holy
Yeah.
crap! Yeah, it's long for
So
sure.
I would think that's pretty
But yeah, and the starstruck that came to mind
is the starstruck.
I see Mark Heras. Starstruck. Dream, believe, survive.
I was like, what? What? Okay.
Saka si Jeneline Mercado.
Can we stop now with the starstruck, guys?
For Chico, local celebrity crush. Local celebrity crush.
What?
Kahit clue man lang. Initials, gano'n. Endorsements, gano'n. Wala.
Wala.
Endorsements?
I can tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
I can tell you.
And I'll kill you.
Send me a DM.
Wag na yun.
Okay, what is the most expensive action figure you have ever bought and how much?
Statue, not action.
Yeah.
Hands
Ano
down.
ba si Baby Whale nito?
Ay, crap. Hindi, I'll tell you na lang what.
I'll tell you the price.
It would have to be, it's a toss-up. It would be the X, and they're both
Magneto?
XM. Magneto and Ghost Rider.
Oh, they're the same price.
Roughly.
Ah.
To be perfectly honest, I don't remember which is actually more expensive.
How about we
But
do
in
a
the same,
quick Google search?
Oh no!
Can we please do a quick
You know,
Google
sometimes
search?
they do that in customs if they think you're lying about the price.
Yeah.
They Google it. It's so
Bloated.
because what you will find official is how much it was originally sold.
Right.
But for the reselling, you can't Google it because people will resell it for different things.
So how much did you get it for?
Ay, may dati.
How much did you get it for? I'll give you a rough estimate. Roughly. Google the price of a second-hand BMW, maybe year 2004, 2005. It's roughly how much
I won't
it is.
argue because I don't know how much that is.
You want me to say?
Nope. Okay, next.
BMW
Next.
320 na 2004, 2005. Mga ganun yung presyo. So it's roughly the price of a second-hand car. A second-hand European car.
Next.
So successful.
Gino.
Wait, meron ka pa! What can make you stop playing Pokémon Go aside from Baby Whale?
Nothing.
Poverty and death.
Nothing. Yeah.
Poverty and death. Those are the only things that
If I don't have money for...
Do you ever see yourself stopping?
No.
At all?
No.
Like tuloy-tuloy ka lang talaga?
Yeah.
What if they stop releasing new Pokemon? Will you still go at it?
Hello. That's the whole point. So if they stop at it, there's nothing to play. But as long as they keep going, I keep going. It's like a relationship.
Ox.
If game ka pa, game pa.
Game pa ako.
I will always choose you.
Landi. Ginamit ang Pokemon pang landi.
Diba?
Digimon.
Yeah, Landigimon. For Gino, since Gino is an open book, it is hard to come up with a question. But what is that one thing that can make you stop?
Poverty and death. That is what it is. I love drinking. It's what it is.
You do.
Yeah, I do. I love how it makes people...
To be perfectly honest, I know, like, how I used to love drinking. But it was more of... It seemed to be like I'm Popeye and it's spinach.
Right, like...
You know, like, right? Like, because it brings me to a place where I'm not
You're
as shy.
confident.
I'm confident. I can say what I want to say.
Yeah.
It's more of like the end, not really the process.
Not the how to get.
I have rarely met people who enjoy the process, the actual drink, as much as Gino. Story, we were going to, like, I forgot where we were going that time. So we were at the lounge in...
Oh yeah, like we were, yeah.
And
on
you
the
know,
way to, like, some...
and he got this, like, was it whiskey?
Yeah.
Whiskey, and he's how I would be if I was to drink, like, I don't know, Coke Zero, you know, that kind of... I really love it. He really
And
loves
outside of
drinking.
that, I also love what it does to people. And I'm not one of those people who get, like, all, like, angry when they're drunk.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
Depends on the kind of alcohol. But, yeah, I just love how it brings people closer together.
True.
It breaks down barriers that shouldn't be there in the
Even
first
people who
place.
don't get along,
Yeah.
kind of like get along. When
And
they're
diba,
drunk.
like,
Yeah.
you've been witness to this. There are some people that I don't necessarily get along
Yes.
with. I don't really like them. But when I'm under the influence of alcohol, it's all love.
Yeah,
Like,
he's so pleasant.
it's
So
friggin-
un-Gino.
It's, wow. Thanks, bitch. I need some alcohol right now.
Toot him! Toot him!
What is the relationship advice that Chico gave to Gino on his wedding day? Yung binigay publicly and privately. Actually,
Don't do
it wasn't
advice.
on the wedding day, but there is one thing that you told me at the very beginning of the show.
Okay.
Like when Del was on maternity leave and like I was filling in and
Yeah.
then it was Chichi and Gigi.
Yeah.
There's one thing that really stuck with me.
Okay.
And I'd like to think that I abide by it.
Yeah.
There's one time that I was telling him na parang, how do you stay in a committed relationship for such a long time? And you said, you changed your mindset.
Yeah.
Na it's not, hindi siya parang, nag-away kami, mag-break na kami. It's more of like, nag-away kami, how am I going to live with this?
Yeah.
It's really that mindset. So basically, like what he's saying is,
It's touch move.
it's stuck. You're stuck there.
Yeah.
And it's not.
And
as,
it doesn't sound as...
It's not
and
as
it sounds
romantic.
bad,
Yeah. I mean, but once you have that mindset that exiting is not an option,
Yeah.
and leaving the relationship is not an option, you'd be surprised what you can accomplish.
Actually, it's a weird thing when you work with somebody on radio because you talk a lot. You don't give advice, but
Yeah.
because of what we say to each other,
you kind of pick
you
it up na
pick
lang eh.
stuff from each other, but you don't like, oh, that you're killing me. It's not like that, you know. It's like
he does not sound like Marlon Brando.
No,
he
in The
never had a
Godfather.
Godfather moment. But that's basically,
yeah.
you know, what I picked up, and it has worked so far.
right.
And clearly, it's working for him also.
Mhm.
Diba? I mean, tsaka hindi naman sinabi, hindi ka pwede manlandi. Landi from afar. Look, but don't touch.
There's a safe kind of
Yeah. There's a like, yeah, I'm so kinikilig. And then there's the sneaky parang, hey, you wanna hang out? Yeah. Mga bawal.
Ay,
Mga bawal. Yeah.
eh kung
You
wala naman
see
kayo.
why I don't get advice from him.
Eh, so there.
There you go. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
You know, again,
I hope you're satisfied with the answers because I really.
well, there's one answer.
I am not
Like,
answering that.
If you really
But
wanna
thanks
find out.
to the people I work with, past, present, and future,
Oy,
a lot of people kinda know it already, but never
wala kami
mind.
kinalaman dyan. No? Maayos kami, ah.
Tumigil ka.
Play lang ako ng commercials.
But there, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And happy anniversary to us!
Hey, thank you. And again, you know, to everybody who's been watching the Versus Show from when it was all about comic books and
Yeah.
nerdy stuff to what it is today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And hopefully you guys can, you know, share this video, subscribe to the channel,
Comment,
comment,
you know,
whatever.
we'd love to hear what you think.
Yeah.
And we'll skip the drag episode next
Nope,
week. And
nope,
we'll go
it's
straight to the
happening next week.
challenge.
So
forget about
so
it.
if you were
don't
thinking that
need
this
to think
episode
or
is medyo
anticipate the
tame,
drag
you know what I
challenge,
mean?
you can just
it's
go
fine
to the
because
next.
by next
So
episode,
we would love to hear
he
from you.
will
and
go
see you
all out.
next episode.
If you've ever seen
Bye,
RuPaul's Drag Race, he is the
We
next
love you.
contender.